today we are going to continue, and this show is going to be a summary of all the bad money habits that small businesses and businesses have that prevents them from being the most profitable, so the maximum profitability. And we're going to go through and summarize these habits, and then we are going to start next week with digging deep and going deep into all of these topics and explaining what these habits are, how we could change these habits, and how we can use better money habits and use smarter money habits to help us be more profitable in our business. So our focus with what I'm trying to focus on when it comes to your financial wellness, whether it's your business, your retirement, your individual, your kids, is to focus on what you have to work with and work within what you have. So in every aspect, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to focus on what you make when it comes to personal finance and work within that field. So it's going to be the same thing with your businesses. It's going to be, we're going to be focusing in what your normal revenue is. Of course, you want to be able to be moving forward with your revenue, but we're not going to be focusing so much on the actual revenue. We're going to be focusing on profitability, because there are a lot of people that make a lot of money, but they're not profitable. So you can be bringing in millions of dollars of revenue, but your net profit, it's not where it should be. It's not even close to where it should be. And that will prevent you from accomplishing a lot of things that you might want to be looking into accomplishing when it comes to your small business or your business. So one of the first topic that we want to talk about is neglecting your books. Neglecting your books and not doing the necessary reportings, not necessarily understanding what your reportings are. And this has to do with bookkeeping. It has to do with bookkeeping and accounting. And bookkeeping and accounting is going to be the mantra. Good bookkeeping and accounting is going to be the mantra for this series. It's going to be, the mantra means it's what we're going to keep repeating, because it is the foundation of where you start, what are you looking at in terms of making sure that you are dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's when it comes to small business profitability, small business growth, small business leveraging, small business taxes, everything. This good bookkeeping goes back to. So, small businesses must, and I repeat, must record all their transactions, make sure that if you are not bookkeeper savvy or you're not accounting savvy, you hire the right bookkeeper, because it's essential that your books are in order. So how you get your books done is up to you. But the essential here is you need to get the books done. So you need to make sure that, your chart of accounts is set up properly. A chart of accounts means that you are, the accounts that has to do with your business, that you want to understand how much you're spending with the things that you want to read. Good bookkeeping includes recording all your sales, your expenses, your inventory. If you are an inventory-based company, your earnings, you want to make sure that, you're doing all of this. Private companies, one of the reasons that we have issues with private companies is, bad money management. And bad money management starts with bad bookkeeping or no bookkeeping. So while private companies don't have to report financial data and things like that to governmental, except for your taxes, they tend to they tend to be lax on that. That is one of the last things that they do. But before you even start working on your stuff, because you're starting to spend. So once you start spending on your new venture, you need to start having good bookkeeping. You need to start recording your financial data so you can eventually compile them into financial data that can be read to help you with managing your company, to help you to understand if your people are stealing from you, to help you to work on your taxes, to help you know where you're spending your money and where it is helping you and how it's profitable to use something or it's not profitable to use something, to understand your waste. There's so many things that having your number picture will help you with, especially when it comes to business. It is so priceless to have your number picture, So you want to make sure that you're starting off with the right things. You want to make sure that, recording your data, you've done that, from the beginning, so you're not lax on that. There are some companies that have to do build outs for example, professional offices, doctors, lawyers, accountants. They have to do build outs. And when you're doing a build out, you spend a lot of money at a large pace of time. So starting off, spending some money and setting up your books, starting off with that to make sure that you're recording all of the things that you're spending, all of your expenditures. Might not necessarily be expenses on the books currently, but you are spending money on fixed asset and things like that. So you want to make sure that your stuff is accurate. Those are all things that can help you with your taxes. When you're starting out, you need to pay minimum taxes. So you need to make sure that you're using all your deductions and you're doing everything that you need to do, So one of the biggest issues that people face, even larger companies, even public companies today, or public industries, is when the money is mismanaged. Some of the banks that are going down right now, part of it is financial mismanagement. The FTX, that cryptocurrency company that went down, one of the biggest issue was financial mismanagement, not keeping proper books and records, not understanding. So that's like the top part of financial mismanagement. There's so many ways that finances can help you if you are reporting it correctly and doing it fine. So it's not good bookkeeping is not just for your taxes if you're a small business. Good bookkeeping is for your taxes, yes, and it can also help you to minimize your taxes while maximizing your deductions, minimize your taxes, and maximize your retirement savings. Retirement savings within a small business is one of the things that I use to be one of the nice things that you're able to do while you're starting out to help you save for retirement while you're able to deduct 100% of that on your books. So you want to be able to spend smartly, and so you're knowing where you're going to be able to maximize. Because I'll tell you, not all deductions are created equally. One of the questions I get all the time as a tax accountant is, can I deduct this? Can I deduct that? Yes, maybe, maybe not. Can you deduct it? Is it going to be beneficial to you? Can you deduct it? Most of the time, the answer is yes. Will you be able to deduct it? That will depend on a whole array of things. So that's you need to definitely look at that. In our coming episodes, we are going to bring on a bookkeeper that we are going to be discussing, different aspects that she sees that businesses are kind of having bad money habits on, and things that they need to improve. So we're gonna have them have her look at that. So that's gonna be one of the things. So again, this is Sherron, the Modern Savvy CPA, and I thank you for listening and watching my show. And stay tuned for bad money habits in a business and how we can avoid them. Thank you.